Hey guys, I miss you guys so much. Also, shout out to all my new subscribers. I know I have been missing in action for a couple months, but I'm going to give y'all a new update. I'm going to be very real and transparent on what's been going on these past couple months. To all of my new subscribers, my name is Ashley. I'm the owner and founder of Ready Logistics, and on this channel, we teach, we motivate, we inspire, and most of all, we're gonna keep it real. And I'm not one of those business owners to try to tell you what you want to get to gain your business. No, I'm very transparent, like extremely transparent. But y'all, I want to give y'all a quick update on what's been going on in the industry and what's been going on in my life and what's just been going on in the business. So you guys, watch all the way to the end because you did something you don't want to miss. So guys, mind you, my company dispatch for reefers, flatbeds, and dry vans. Sometimes box trucks, sometimes dump trucks, depending on what kind of contracts I have in place. So quarter two, three, and 4 of 2022 has been a drastic change in the career, like in my career. So in quarter 2, 3, and 4, basically it was a change of supply and demand. We went into a trucking recession, so therefore the market has changed drastically. So the numbers that I was getting weekly changed big time. So the numbers I was getting weekly for my trucks has changed big time because you have to include insurance. So insurance have increased higher, fuel had gotten higher, trucking repairs gotten more expensive. Even though as a dispatcher, it's not your responsibility, but you want to make sure that your trucks is making as much money as possible. They're profiting as much as possible when it comes to fuel, when it comes to their routes, when it comes to mileage, when it comes to how much weight you put on the truck, over all of the above. That's how you keep your carriers. So you want to make sure that that you're keeping those numbers, because trucking is a number game, that you're keeping those numbers together so your owner operator can profit as much money as possible, right? Because if he eats, you eat. Everybody's good and everybody's happy, right? And that what separates you from being a normal dispatcher to a great dispatcher. You caring about other things, not just getting him from point A to point B. You're caring about keeping his truck moving and keeping his truck on the road. So trucking expenses can increase as far as repairs, parts, insurance, fuel, contract rates, from contracted rates to spot rates decrease as well. So a lot of owner operators, and I'm not going to lie, a lot of owner operators, they got into business back in 2021, 2022, not knowing how to operate a real business. They just want to get in it because they think it's fast and quick money, that you become a millionaire tomorrow due to what social media tells them. It's not like that. It's more to it than just getting a truck and running it. It's so much more to it. So that was one of the things. Once things got hard and things got tough, because if I'm not profiting what I used to profit before the market changed, exactly they're not profiting what they used to profit as well. And some people, depending on what they're doing, how they manage their money with their household, they couldn't take it. So I had a couple trucks to put their trucks down, y'all. That was one thing. A couple trucks put their trucks down because they couldn't take the fuel increasage. They couldn't take certain things. They couldn't take anymore. And some people don't have the what's the word I'm looking for? They don't have the passion for trucking. They just got into it because it was cool. They know you get some money from it. They know truck drivers get money, blah, blah, blah. But nobody talks about the downfall of, not even the downfall, but the cons of being an owner operator or being this. They don't talk about the cons. They just tell you how you can make so much money and sign up for this and sign up for that. No, it's some cons that come with it too, and got to make sure that you're mentally prepared to deal with it, y'all. So, and a lot of people not mentally prepared to deal with it. They just call it quits. But when you grow a passion for something that you're doing, which I have a passion for it so much, and I just felt like, dang, if I'm not able to get these people what they need as far as But some things are out of your control. Like some of the things, it was out of my control. No matter how much, I mean, we strategize so they can stay above water. Like some of my own operators, they still here to this day. And a lot of them just call it quits. They didn't have a passion for it. They like, look, this ain't going right. I'm out. I'm about to go get a job. I'm about to go do whatever they said it's gonna do. But yeah, so some people, they just gave up, which is understandable. It's not for everybody. Not knowing that's what they want y'all to do, because it was too many trucks in the industry too. Brokers being stingy on the rates. They holding out on money. Shippers are holding out, because people don't understand how it goes. How it goes is the shippers say, hey, I have this lane from point A to point B. Brokers are the ones to bid for it. So the brokers want to bid. So what they're going to do is they're going to choose the lowest bidder. So whoever the lowest bidder, that's what we're going to give the lane to. So sometimes you may see a lane and they're saying, hey, we still bidding for it. So they're going to take, the shipper is going to take the lowest bidder. And you know why? Because the market has changed. They have the ups, because there's so many trucks. They can move it for cheap. And these new carriers are just taking, you have not even new, you have some carriers, they'll take anything. They'll say something $1 per mile. If you have a semi truck, you should not be taking anything for $1. I don't care where it's going and how far it's going. You shouldn't take anything for $1. But you have some owner operators that do that. And if they feel like they can get it moved, they're going to move it. See, me, and the reason why I was missing, because when I get in the mode where, I'm not even going to lie, y'all, I done had breakdowns, crying in my office, all of that. Like, I have went through every emotion when it comes to trucking. Like, me as a dispatcher, because I'm more than a dispatcher. I really care about my trucks. I want to make sure everybody is getting money, like, which my drivers was getting money at the time too, but it just, when the industry messed up, it really caused a wreck for everybody. And I'm not even lying, I'm being honest. And y'all, and I was like, I was busting my brain, because literally the owner operators depend on you. They depend on you. Ashley, what can we do? Ashley, what we gonna do? Ashley, how we gonna do this? Ashley, how we gonna do that? Just imagine you have to think for yourself and for others. I have a team. Ashley, what we gonna do? And it was a lot on me at one point in time. You feel what I'm saying? So I had to really like sit back and pray and pray and pray. I had days where I was crying. Nobody knew it, but like, of course my business didn't know, but days where I'm actually crying, because I'm ready to get over this hump. I'm ready to get over this whole market thing. But later on, I realized that you have to go through this. I had to go through that. I was actually this close from quitting, y'all, because my own operators was getting on my nerves so bad. Because just imagine people that don't understand. See, I get up at 5 o'clock in the morning. Every morning I stay up late, because I study the market. I study what's going on in the economy. I study what's going on in other countries, because what's going on in other countries affects the trucking market as well. People don't understand it. As a dispatcher, you have to understand and know what's going on in the economy to understand it trickles down to trickle effect to what's going on in the markets. Like, that's a fact. That's a well-known fact. You knowing and being aware what's going on in the economy, in the political world, all of that's a trickle down effect to what's going on in the United States and how we're gonna move this freight. Because the United States wouldn't have nothing without a truck. Okay? Trucks make the world go round. We wouldn't have the clothes on our back, the food in our mouths. Everything is moved by truck. Water, air, and ground, and trucks. I'm telling you. So you have to be aware of these things. Like, and so with me studying everything, and I see the economy just going crazy, and I just see all this, and I'm like thinking and strategically thinking for myself and for others, so we all can, it can be a lot on you, and it can be a toll on you. And I'm like, wow, I have prayed myself out of a corporate world. When I got into this business, it's a lot. And I want people to understand that it's not easy, but it's doable. Because now but I feel like I had to go through that. Like, you gotta go through L's. You gotta take L's. You gotta, cause you gotta learn from it. I don't want to learn from nobody that's been winning their whole life, cause ain't no way you ain't take no L. There's no way you lost. I understand. In order me to be very successful, at one point of your career, you have to have a downfall. Like, you have to go through something. I don't want to learn from nobody who haven't went through nothing. You know what I'm saying? And that's my whole thing. Like, if I'm learning from someone, I want to know, what did you go through? What did you go through to get to this point? So I can learn from those mistakes. So that's one of my things. I want to tell people my story and what I went through, so they know, like, okay, I learned. So Ashley, I know this happened, boom, boom, boom. And how did you strategically come through that? So, okay, and I'm going to give y'all a prime example. Okay, for example, fuel. I done made a video on this already. Fuel got ridiculous for drivers. What I started doing was, we're not carrying anything over 39,000 on the way for my dry vans, reefers, and flatbeds. When fuel got crazy, we're gonna be light on the weights and short on the routes. Anything that I can think of that we can do to save some money, I was doing it. But of course, sometimes it's still not enough, because they so used to getting a certain amount before the market crash. But you gotta understand and keep in mind, like, nothing consistent in business but change. And you gotta roll with those punches, especially if you have a passion for something. And I was this close to quitting because I just felt like it was so much on me. I had plenty of carriers. I had to think for everybody. You gotta deal with everybody's personality. Everybody think different. Everybody act different. Everybody talk different. So if they don't understand something, they're mad, because people get mad about things they don't understand. So you getting into it with your carriers, and that's gonna happen. That's normal. But it just was so much. It was just so much on me, y'all. So I just had to sit back and reflect on myself. I didn't want to put no content out there. I would just hit a real depression mode until I got things back in order. You feel what I'm saying? So now at this point, I consider, like, I'm so happy I fought through those struggles, which it is still some kinks in the market, but I fought through it. I fought through the extra hard times, which was Q3 and Q4 in 2022. Y'all, when I say I put on my gloves and I fought through that storm, that was a storm. I'm not even gonna lie. That was a hell of a storm I had to fight through. With me losing carriers, with the market rates dropping, with me not profiting as much as I was, and my carriers not profiting as much as it was, with contract rates dropping. It was so much happening, like left and right, left and right, left and right. And you got these articles and everybody just fake predicting when it's going to change, and it never changed. Like, we don't know when it's going to change. Nobody know when it's going to change, for real. You just got to roll with the punches. And in every business, something is going to happen in every business. I don't give a fuck if you do real estate, if you do this, you do that. These people that get on the internet, they don't tell you what's going on behind closed doors, but I will, because I want the people to be prepared. You get into something, I want you to be prepared. Like, okay, I know that I'm going to go through things in this business, but it's still profitable. It's still a game changer. It's still creating generational wealth. And that's one thing. Those are the things where I knew that I could not turn back. At this point, I can't turn back and get no job. Why? I came too far. And that was one of the things that keep me going. I really just had to pray on it and kept God first, and just prayed and prayed and prayed, because I'm this far in my business, and I know in order for me to be extremely successful, in order for you to be extremely successful, you have to go through something. You have to fail. You have to learn. You have to pivot. You have to think strategically. And those are the things that I went through, y'all. And it was so crazy in those times, in those moments. But I'm about to cry. Because y'all understand, like, for real, like, I'm getting very emotional. I'm not even faking. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Like, for real, y'all. Just think about it. Like, I went through so much in business, y'all. Like, for real. Like, I lost so much. But I realized I have to struggle. I have to fail in order to be successful. And y'all, I really, really want y'all to know, like, if you really have a passion for something, no matter what it is, keep going. Like, for real. Keep going. Be consistent. And do not give up at all. Like, I'm so serious. Because now I'm just such in a better space in my business. I'm so happy I went through that. And now I can help the next person that feel like, oh, I'm stuck in this area. And it's a lot of people in the industry, they are not for you. They swear they will help you. Oh, I've been doing this long and I can help you. Da-da-da. They're all cappers. You got to figure this shit out on your own. But me, I bumped into so many people. Oh, I got this over here and I can help. Da-da-da-da. They lying. Listen, people in this industry, a lot of people are all for self. that's why I get up here and I motivate. And I'm not that type of person, because one of my affirmations is, God, use me as a tool to help others. You feel what I'm saying? Like, God, please use me as a tool to help us. And that's what I want to do. Like, y'all know my email. Y'all got my number. Any way that I can help for my fashion, I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Because I know how it feels to extremely want to succeed and feel like you're stuck in this space. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I felt then. And I'm so happy and I'm grateful. I thank God that I went through that. At first, I did not understand. At the time, I did not understand. I'm like, God, talk to me now. I want to hear God sit down beside me and talk to me and let me know what can I do next. But I am so grateful that I went through everything I went through. Of course, business stayed rolling. I never quit it. Like, I kept going even through the hard times. Like, I kept going. But be grateful for your downfalls, even when you don't understand it. Sit in it, get through it, go through it, because you're going to have to. Go through that shit, like, even when you don't understand. And that was the point of my life, 2022. Even I was on a video telling y'all, hey, go get y'all Twit card, You know why I told y'all go get my Twit card? Because rates didn't drop so bad. I tried to push them to the ports. Ports got dry. Y'all, it was crazy. Like, y'all, it was so crazy. Ports got dry, so I got to go back to the ground. And except for my trucks that was already at the ports, I kept them at the ports. But my ones that were trying to get to the ports got dry. So I got to keep them on the road. Like, it was, y'all, it got so crazy. But I kept going. So no matter what, y'all, I don't give a fuck if you become homeless, I don't give a fuck if you lose your car, I don't give a fuck if you lose your family, if you lose your friends. If you have a passion for something as far as business-wise or a hobby that you love to do, whatever it is that you have a passion for, no matter what, keep going, y'all. That is it. That is all. The message today is keep going. I want to let y'all know why I've been missing in action for so long. Y'all, I had to get it together and regroup and come back. I had to get it together. But I'm back, y'all. I love y'all. Shout out to all my new subscribers. I'm going to be dropping more videos. I'm back to teaching. I'm back, y'all. I'm back and I'm better. I'm back and I'm extremely better. But I had to go through that. You got to go through that. Everybody got to go through it. If you have a greater version of yourself that you're trying to get to, if you have a greater version for your business that you're trying to see, like, if you have that vision, don't stop until you see that vision. Keep going, even if you don't see the light, keep going. And that's what I had to tell myself, and that's what I had to do. So y'all, I love y'all. I hope y'all have a wonderful day, and we don't gotta get ready because we've been ready, period.